One word to describe the Seattle basketball scene is connected. It's rare that somebody comes out of Seattle that's unknown within Seattle. Everybody from Seattle knows each other. From Jamal Crawford and Brandon Roy to Jason Terry and Nate Robinson. Everybody came out of the same small community. So even after they go on to play in college and the NBA, they come right back to Seattle during the off season to hoop. Everybody from Seattle knows each other. Everybody from Seattle pushes each other to get better. One thing a lot of Seattle players do well, and it's not a skill, but it's something that if you come out of Seattle you have, is compete. Everybody from Seattle is really competitive, and we end up winning. I mean, if you look at the guys that come out of Seattle, some of the things they've gone on to do, guys are really competitive. Guys like, Peyton Siva at Louisville right now in the Final Four. Guys like Jason Terry, who went on to win the national championship at Arizona, and then goes on to win an NBA championship with Dallas. Guys like Jamal Crawford, winning Sixth Man of the Year. Guys like Brandon Roy, winning Rookie of the Year in the NBA. Guys are really competitive. Guys come out, and they really, do their best to go out there and represent Seattle. With Nate Robinson winning the dunk contest, multiple times. Guys that come out of Seattle are really competitive because everyone grows up playing against each other. If you really want to make a name for yourself playing basketball, you got to go wherever the guys that have made it on play. Right now in Seattle, that's right here at Rainer Vista. Jamal Crawford's program is run right here out of this gym. So you come here any weekend during the summer and you'll see the best basketball players in Seattle all hooping right here. And the reason for that is because Jamal Crawford's made a really big deal out of trying to make sure all the Seattle guys compete against each other on a regular basis. And really that's where a lot of guys get recognized is in the pro-am during the summer. Before that, it was other gyms like St. Joe's, where guys like Martell Webster came out of, or guys like that really made a name for themselves, not only as shooters, but as good players. There's a lot of guys from Seattle that probably could have made it, but for whatever reason they didn't make it. That's part of the reason why we have the youth program we have here at A+. We try to make sure that if guys don't make it big, they still have other options in their life. But I think about guys that didn't make it and the impact they had on other guys. One guy that comes to my mind is Ed Roy. Everybody knows who Brandon Roy is, but Ed Roy's older brother was actually better than Brandon at the same age. But Ed Roy ended up not making it. But I think that played a big role in Brandon Roy making it to where he made it. Because he got to see his brother, not make it, and then he ended up accomplishing great things, not only in college, but in the NBA. When people ask me who's the next young player that's really going to blow up, I can't really pinpoint one person. There's a lot of guys coming out of Seattle that are in high school and below that will be really good. If I had to come off the top of my head with a couple of guys I'll mention are guys like Adrian Davis out of Mount Rainier, Deshaun Tucker out of Federal Way, guys like Tremaine Isabel who goes to Lakeside, Josh Martin at Seattle Prep. Those are the guys coming up that are going to be really good for the next future of Seattle.